Hello everyone, welcome to the Temple of Possibilities. I am Minister William, or Reverend Will if you wish, leading today's sermon of July 5th, 2026. And as always, we'll start with a moment of silence for prayer, meditation, or what have you. All right, thank you. I hope everyone had a good 4th of July yesterday. See, today's sermon is called Ministry is Collective, and it was posted on the Unitarian Universalist Association website on May 13th by an Anatoly Holoman. I probably butchered that. Hold me accountable so I may bring honor to you. Amplify love and compassion to those around me and make the way easier for those yet to come. Reverend Tandy Rogers, and I call upon you. When will you start your ministry? They always ask with excitement. This is usually after I have given a sermon, delivered a Benedictine, taught a class rooted in our shared spiritual value, or in some other way acknowledged them in their spiritual path. This is my ministry. My travels as a religious professional have allowed me to connect with all kinds of folks, and their question of ministry often comes from a secular humanist, whatever, or at least folks who don't want to leave out secular humanists. It comes from folks who identify as not quite there yet and searching, or folks who say, never would have I ever find myself in a church again, but I like it here since this isn't really a church. Inside, I cringe, not because we're usually talking about shared sacred experience, sacred space, but because this is often said after we've shared a collective spiritual experience. This is my ministry. Although I have not been ordained, we are in a ministry together. Because ministry, my friend, is a collective stewarding of our values in the face of the unknown. Church is where we do some of our greatest work, where we build some of our deepest communities, and where we show those outside of our communities what collective liberation looks like. Church is where our ministries intersect, mine and theirs and yours. On the outside, I do rituals, bless the babies, hold the hands of the community members that have a tough time, and it's never about me. Our shared ministry is making a life livable in the best and worst times. We can only do that together. I may never be an ordained minister, but I learned that in some contexts, the label isn't what matters. What matters is the way we live our lives together, the way we sing and hug and celebrate together, my ministry with the folks who want to transform in this life together, hoping their ideas of ministry and wonder will be honored. Our Unitarian Universal Association ministry embraces all of it. Together, we are home. Prayer. Spirit of life and love, guide us so we may share our gifts and trust our roles in the cycle of transformation. Even though I am an ordained minister for a good while now, probably 7 some years. I have to take a look. But yeah, I do not have a physical church. This here on YouTube is the closest that my church is. But I usually have I would like to get a physical church someday, but everyone is scattered around the United States, so I don't really need a physical church at the moment. But I guess that's all. I will see you next week, and remember, when we come together, the possibilities are endless. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.